All right, so number 6. So here I have some big numbers, 84, 342, 162. And this is another reason to factor out a greatest common factor, because you simplify your numbers when you do that. And so that's one of the benefits. So I'm going to start with the smallest number here, 84, and break it down. I know 2 goes in because it's even. So 2 and 42. 42 is 2 and 21, right? 21 is 3 times 7. So those are my prime numbers, 2, 2, 3, 7, right? So I'm going to actually go to the next smallest number just because it'll be the next easiest, right? And then I can go to the third number if I need to. So 162 is 2, 162 divided by 2 is 81. 81 we know is 9 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3, and this 9 is 3 times 3. So what do they have in common? They have 1, 2, right? Let me just underline these, not circle them yet. And then they have 1, 3 in common, right? So all these other ones, the 7's out, the 2's out here, the 3, the 3, the 3, those are all out, right? The only possibilities that we could use are the 2 and the 3 that are underlined. So now we just need to check, does 2 and 3 go into, do 2 and 3 go into 342? So 2 goes in, right? 340, because it's even. 342 divided by 2 is 171, right? Okay, and then we can check. So now 2 we see as a common factor, right? So it's common with all 3, so that's going to be part of our GCF. And then we just need to check, does 3 go into 171? And if we add 1 plus 7 plus 1, we get 9. And so if 3 goes into that, then that means 3 goes into the whole number, right? That just works with 3's and 9's, by the way. And so 171 divided by 3 is 57. And so that means 3 works. So we can circle that 3 and write it down here. Now, I could keep checking for numbers, but I know nothing else is going to work, right? Because there's no other number here that worked with numbers here. And so, there's nothing left for that to be in common. And so 2 times 3 is 6. That's our GCF. Then we can divide each of these by 6. You can do it on your calculator, in your head, on paper. 84 divided by 6, 342 divided by 6, 162 divided by 6. So 84 divided by 6 is 14. 342 divided by 6 is 57. Right, notice how that's this number here, right? And 162 divided by 6 is, let's see, 27. Yeah, and that one's not here, but if you did multiply these together, that would give you that, right? Same thing here, 2 and the 7 are the numbers we didn't use. 2 times 7 together gets you 14. All right, so anyway, that's something that you don't have to use, but it's a little trick if it helps. So now I'm going to multiply a times c, because I have a complex trinomial. So 14 times 27, get my calculator out, is 378. Okay, so I need to find numbers I can multiply to get 378 that I can subtract to get 57, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with 14 and 27 just because it gets me part of the way, right? If I subtract 27 minus 14, that gives me 13, which is far off, right? So I want to get these further apart in order to get a bigger difference, right? And so I want to get a smaller number here with a bigger number here. So smaller than 14 is 13. 378 divided by 13, that doesn't work. Then I check 12. 378 divided by 12, that does work. Let's see. 378 divided by 12 is 315. Oh, that's not right. Oh, actually, I was wrong. It's 31.5, so that doesn't work. So I'm going to try 11. 378 divided by 11 is a decimal as well. 10 doesn't go in, doesn't end in a 0, right? So that's not going to work. 9. 378 divided by 9, that should work, but I'm going to double check just to make sure. 42. So 42 minus 9, we're getting closer. That's 33, but not quite there yet, right? We need to get to 57. So we're going to check 8. 378 divided by 8, that's not going to work. 7, 378 divided by 7, that's going to work. That's going to be 54. So we're getting closer. 54 minus 7 is 47, right? So we're getting really close. Check 6, 378 divided by 6. 63. And 63 minus 6 is 57. So there's our winner, or our winners. And so we open up parentheses, put an X here, X here. We put a 6 here and a 63 here. It doesn't matter the order. And then we look at the sign of B. That's the sign of our bigger number. So this bigger. And then this one tells us if it's negative, the signs are different, right? And so that means this one's going to be positive. Okay, and then we're going to take our A term and put it underneath. And then we can reduce. So 63 over 14, 7 goes into both, so it'll be 9 over 2. 6 over 14, 2 goes into both, so it'll be 3 over 7. So we take these simplified denominators, move them to the front, and we end up with 6 times the quantity of 7x plus 3, 2x minus 9.